Hi pals, welcome back to Moo Budgets. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me in yet another video. I do have to apologise, there's probably 3 videos going up today at some point, so huge apologies on that one, but I'll try and make them all short and sweet. So yeah, this is basically just my journey from being skint to stavvy. Being skint as in living wage to wage, overdrafts, credit cards, really being out of control with my money, to being a bit more savvy, a bit more in control, and a bit more prepared for life events. Not ones that I'm not expecting, but even just the ones that I am expecting, like birthdays and Christmases, ones that come around every year, and I'm still chasing my tail by the time they come round. So yeah, so I'm becoming more savvy with it, and the fact that I've just managed to prioritise 4 birthdays for my family members. I've got all packaged ready to post, and yeah, that's not normal for me. And normally I'm, you know, especially towards the end of a month, just before payday, I normally just like, yo, what bill can I put off for now until I get these presents done and whatever. So having my sinking funds at the ready, being able to use, has just been amazing. So talking of sinking funds, today we are going to do our cash stuffing. So I've got everything here that I'm going to be stuffing. I've got most of the denominations right, apart from £1 note I'll need to put in to get a £5 note out. But that'll be like the first one we do, so that'll be fine. But yeah, other than that, we will just crack on. I'm going to move this to the side just so you can see what I'm doing. Get the money in and my envelopes in. And let's go from there. So we are stuffing £120. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. How's all your weekend been? I think a lot of schools now are going off onto the half term. We don't really have that up here in Scotland this week because in another 4 weeks we are done for the school year. I think it's around about 4 weeks anyway, end of June, and then we're off for our 6 or 7 weeks holiday then. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stuff our envelopes and get them out of the way. So I have my Etsy postage here. I still have £3 and 10p left from last week. It doesn't stay in this envelope, I put it in my purse, but it's just for purposes of the video. But I'm going to put a £5 in there because I have some more parcels to post tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get them doing, so that's that one. My spending is going to get its usual £5. Not really using it, but I might have to use it this week because I have quite a big parcel to post for my family for birthdays, for the little ones. Work spending is going to get a £5. It's not, it's going to get £10. Yeah, £10. And this is just, I go out on a Saturday with work and I usually go for a coffee, and as much as I would like just to say no, I'll have a tap water, it's very difficult when others around you are eating and drinking, and usually the place we go to has like absolutely amazing like tray bakes and things like that. So yeah, it's money I wouldn't spend necessarily on myself, but because with work I feel like I have no real choice. And it's a bit infuriating because obviously it's like half an hour pay that I'm having to spend out that I wouldn't every week, but never mind. Miscellaneous is going to get £5. Again, that might be used towards my posting of this package that I've got. I've no idea how much it'll be. It'll probably be quite pricey because it is. There's presents in it, and there's also like sweeties for the kids. Planned spending, I've got no planned spending, and this is really just if I was taking any money out of my envelope. So when I went to get my nails done, I put the money in here, ready to take away with me. I've had somebody asking me as well, the pink on my Etsy shop, it's this pink we have. There is another sort of darker pink which I will add, but it's more like a, I'll probably call it like cerise, so it's like a darker kind of colour. But this is the pink that is on the Etsy shop currently. May as well just show you them actually while I'm thinking on. So that's the pink. Obviously that's the rainbow one. Self-explanatory. That's the purple. This is the light blue and this is the dark blue. And then this is the turquoise, which I think is really bonny. So yeah. So that's our envelopes done. And we'll get on to our sinking funds. We'll get out our binder. So I am toying with the idea of switching these up a little bit, getting some different envelopes in here. But I just feel it's also just a waste of my time and a waste of money making new envelopes when these are perfectly good and working perfectly well. But, you know, when I'm creating all these other things, it's like, oh, I'd like that in mine, I like that in mine, you know. So I'm quite glad that I'm actually able to create now, because if not, I would be spending a fortune on Etsy. So it's going to get £5, but I need this £5 further down the line, so I'm going to take the £5 out and put a £10 in. Oh, I'm forgetting I have to show you, so that's now got £20 in it. I've just got my nails done, so I've got a good head start on my next lot. I am toying with the idea of getting my hair done before I go on holiday, but I want to wait and see how much holiday money I've got saved before I make that decision. Budgeting isn't getting anything. It's got £30 in it. I'm going to be honest, now that I've opened an Etsy store, I am considering getting rid of this envelope and repurposing this money. Because I'm not really buying from Etsy, but then maybe there's always, people bring out so many nice things that there's always going to be something that's going to tempt me. But we'll see. Clothing, it's not getting anything this week. There is £50 in it, and I went on Shein the other day when I was at a low ebb, I suppose you could say, and I added over £100 of things to my basket, and this is things that I can wear for work, so sort of like t-shirts and sort of blouses I can wear with jeans, so casual but nice tidy kind of clothing. So I'm not just wearing a hoodie or whatever when I'm going out with work, because I'm not really wearing a uniform any longer. But although I added over £100 worth of stuff to my basket, you will all be proud to know that it's still in my basket and I haven't bought any of it yet. I haven't clicked the button to buy, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to take a leaf out of Budget with Kerry's on her Etsy ban. I'm going to leave it there for a little while and just make sure that I really want it. I probably won't wait the whole month, but I will just see how I go. But I will try and whittle it down to £50 worth of stuff, so that you know, I've got the money here for it. But if anybody has been on Shein, it's really quite well priced. So I'd get quite a lot for £50 is what I'm basically saying. Treats isn't getting anything, it's got £10 in there, but we had our Chinese the other day, so we'll probably will not be having a Chinese for a while, so plenty of time for that to be topped up. Gifts, I've really depleted this, and it felt weird, but it also felt good to be able to deplete it, and the fact that all the gifts and some of Father's Day is already bought, so this is really working for me. But it is going to get £10 this week. And that gives me 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. So still plenty in there. My next, I've got Father's Day obviously, so I buy for my dad and I buy for my boyfriend from the dogs. Don't come at me, I have no children. But my next birthday is not until, well, I've got birthdays in June, but they are covered. And then I think the next birthday really is the end of July, so yeah, plenty of time to top that up and get sure so there's nothing there. Piper's groom isn't getting anything. She's still got 60, and I have actually messaged to book her in ASAP, so I'm just waiting for them to get back to me with dates that are suitable. Poor wee thing. Weekend away is going to get 45. So 20, 40, 45. As I said, we are topping this up so that we can, you know, have a nice holiday with my family. So there's £100 sitting in Hyperjar at the moment, and we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. So that's £200 there. So that is brilliant. A good start. I mean, we are driving down to kind of quite far down England, so we'll need a lot of money for diesel. We're also having, it'll take us about maybe 10 hours to drive, and my boyfriend's got sort of health issues, so we can't do the full 10 hours in one day, so we will have overnight stops on the way down and on the way home, so that'll be for hotels, but obviously he'll pay towards that. I'm not paying for it all, but I want to get that up a little bit more so that when we are there we can go out for the day and things like that. Car maintenance isn't getting anything, but it has £1,000 and the bank and £20 in here just in case we need anything. Yeah, I think there's not really, it's just had its MOT and service, so it's not really going to need anything. Probably tyres at some point in the near future, probably before we go driving down to England, but we'll see nearer the time. House isn't getting anything. It's got 120, whoops, 40, 50, 60, 70. So this I'm kind of using this towards flooring, but I'm also thinking that I would like a new washing machine at some point in the future. The one I've got is about 7 years old, but it was a refurbished one, so I'm surprised it's still going, to be fair, but it is at the moment. So that is it for that one. We are going to go in now to what is really our savings one, for sort of annual ones, I suppose you could say. So Christmas is going to get £10. And we have 200 in the bank, 10, 20. Now, for me to have £220 saved ready for Christmas at this stage in the year is just brilliant. I mean, I could potentially get everything I would need to get with that. It would just have to be very tight budget. So, you know, that is brilliant. That's really, really good. Really happy with that. I am aiming for quite a lot more than that, because I do like to spoil my family. I don't really spoil them at birthdays and Christmas, so but if I can't, I can't. We'll just have to wait and see. So vet fund is getting 5. It's already got 100, and then we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 190. That's brilliant as well. Again, this is not something I really want to ever really have to dip into, but I need to have it because you just never know with a dog what is, you know, what's going to happen. There's £600 in car insurance. That's ready for July when I redo my car insurance. There is 200 in car tax, ready for my car tax in July as well. That's brilliant. And emergency is going to get £10. So we have 1,000 in emergency, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. 1,075 ready for an emergency. If my washing machine that I was just mentioning earlier was to break down, or any of my household appliances, I would take the money from here to get them done, because obviously, although it's not an emergency, it's still something that a household needs, as a washing machine or your fridge freezer or whatever. Tumble dryer, I'm not so sure, because it's not a necessity, because you can't hang your washing outside, or you can't have clothes horses, and because I don't have children, it's literally just my washing, so potentially a tumble dryer wouldn't be classed as an emergency for me, but yeah, I can totally see why it would be for families that are doing pretty much a load of washing every day. But yeah, my washing machine would be an emergency if it came to it. And the last thing we're going to do today is our McMoo challenge. So we're going to put £10 into that, which is here. So we're just going to colour in our cow. Somebody actually mentioned that they thought I was such a neat colourer. If you could actually see this close up, you would see it really isn't that tidy, but it's like such a super fine Sharpie. It's like finer than even like a, you know, a colouring pen, so it works quite well. But yeah, I've had quite a few orders for these, so I'm quite chuffed that I made it, because it's quite a fun little challenge, I think, for me anyway. Oh, my fingers and thumbs, I don't know what I'm doing here, hang on. So we're adding 10 into that anyway, so we've already got 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 190. So this is kind of going towards a house deposit, very slow burner. I don't think there'll be much chance of me buying a house in the near future, but it's good to have. But again, it's just extra money if I do need it that I can dip into and use. This one is a £10 challenge, so when it is completed, it will have £500 saved in it. I don't know if you can see that there, £500 saved. So that is that. So that is our cash stuffing for this week. I hope you all have a great Sunday, and apologies again for all these videos coming out today. I ended up having loads to do over the week and what have you, so but yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and if you are on half term, enjoy your week off, and take care and have a good one. Bye.